This has to be seen on the big screen. Om Rao, director of Adipurush, congratulations and welcome. Namaste. And Manoj Muntashir, who's the dialogue writer, lyricist of Adipurush.
Namaste, Arnab.
Manoj, namaste. Now, it's an extravaganza.
It is.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
It has to be seen on the big screen, right? Now, first and straightforward question here. Is there a shift in the way that in the past Hinduism was run down in movies? And so are some people uncomfortable with the fact that a film like Adipurush is being made? Om. And I'm asking you this question because, you know, the critics aren't too happy.
That is true, but I think what is more important is the type of response that the film is getting at the box office. I mean, today when I was coming to your studio, I got like a basic update from our distribution team, and I'm very happy to say that we are going for an unprecedented number of day one of the global box office. Definitely, it's a huge number in India. But when you look at the global box office, it's a very large number. They haven't told me the number yet. But what I'm told is that, Om, you will be surprised.
Why does that number matter so much?
Well, the number technically translates into the number of people who have seen the film, correct? And the number of people
you need that validation.
You need that validation. As a filmmaker, you need to know that there are so many people who are liking your work. They have seen the units, they have come to the hall. And I was actually going through the websites, the ticketing websites, and for tomorrow, all the charts are looking all orange, which means that more and more people are watching it. The advances for tomorrow is also very high. Advances for Sunday and Monday are also very high, which means what? People are actually liking it. The type of response that we are seeing in the cinema halls, we're getting video clips where the way people are chanting Jai Shri Ram in the cinema hall. It has never happened before.
Are they?
There's so many of them who are chanting Jai Shri Ram, and there is this type of Jai Jaikar which is happening, and that really makes me feel very happy as a filmmaker, and I'm very proudly saying a Hindu filmmaker, an Indian filmmaker, to kind of hear the chant of Jai Shri Ram into the cinema halls.
The fact that you're saying this so openly in a live television studio, you're saying something that would have been seen to be an extremely communal thing to say. Till a few years back, where you're saying people are saying Jai Shri Ram in cinema halls, because that was the sort of the stereotyping that was going around about that slogan.
Sir, it's taken. Sir, he is my Ram. I mean, he is. You know, Prabhu Shri Ram is somebody that we all idealize. Correct. I mean, I've always said that the goodness within the humanity is something that is started with him. Right. There are so many influences that we've had. Which our grandparents have told us, you know, the literature has told us. When I saw it on television, you know, Ramanand Sagar sir's TV show has told us that we have learned the goodness from him. But there are so many good things that we've learned, which we've not even known that they come from Ramayana.
Is this film only for Hindus?
It's the film.
Is the film only for believers?
This film is
practicing Hindus.
Sir, this film is for every living being. This film, the way of Ram is Ramayana. It is for everybody. What is it that we want to learn from this? We want to learn. There are so many things. I mean, if I kind of sit down and tell you that, you know what, I have understood Ramayana, I think it will be a serious error, because nobody, I feel, has the capacity to understand Ramayana. Whatever Ramayana that I have understood, whatever little bit, you know, it's like a squirrel's contribution. That little bit that I have understood of the Ramayana is something that I've tried to portray onto the celluloid. If you make a kid draw a painting, you know, of Prabhu Shri Ram, the kid will draw it with, you know, crayons or with sketch pens or with maybe a pencil. It may not look the best, correct? But at the same time, I can definitely tell you, जो उनके अंदर उसकी भक्ति है, the spirituality that the kid has, that is something that I will appreciate. And I think that is what Adipurush is. I would take it as a filmmaker that whatever best that I have understood, I have tried to portray it. The bhakti remains common, and that is what I want to tell the people.
Okay, so what I feel so far, I have not seen the film, but I saw the reviews. I feel, Manoj, that some people have decided to pan the film before they see it. And some people have decided to criticize the film after they see it. it seems a little organized, though there is no reference to context, but the same way in which they panned Kashmir Files.
Right.
The same way जैसे इन्होंने डिसीजन अपने मन में कर ली थी केरला स्टोरी के बारे में, मुझे जो लग रहा है कि इस फिल्म के बारे में भी ऐसी एक सॉर्ट ऑफ डिसीजन हो चुकी है कि इस फिल्म को रन डाउन करना है। तो मेरा सीधा सवाल आपसे ये है, क्या इस फिल्म को बनाने में वही भक्ति है? क्रिटिसिज्म हो रही है, आप लिरिसिस्ट हैं, देश से जो लैंग्वेज है इस फिल्म की, और जो लैंग्वेज है लंका दहन की जो सीन है वहाँ पे हनुमान जी कह रहे हैं कुछ, जो भी कुछ कह रहे हैं, जो मैं रिपीट नहीं करना चाहता, इसको इट मे बी टेकन आउट ऑफ कॉन्टेक्स्ट, कह रहे हैं डायलॉग्स बहुत कोलोकियल है, बहुत एक तरह से उसमें डिटेल नहीं है, उसमें ठहराव नहीं है, कोई बॉलीवुड फिल्म, नॉर्मल बॉलीवुड फिल्म की तरह डायलॉग्स आपने हनुमान जी को दिए हैं, तो ऐसा क्यों किया गया?
सिर्फ हनुमान जी की बात क्यों हो रही है? मुझे लगता है अगर बात होनी चाहिए तो शुरू से बात होनी चाहिए। हमें भगवान श्री राम के जो संवाद है उनके बारे में भी बात करनी चाहिए। हमें जो माँ सीता के संवाद हैं, जहाँ वो चैलेंज करती हैं रावण की अशोक वाटिका में बैठ के कि रावण तेरी लंका में अभी इतना सोना नहीं है कि जानकी का प्रेम खरीद सके, इसके बारे में बात क्यों नहीं हो रही है? जब भगवान श्री राम कहते हैं कि आज मेरे लिए मत लड़ना, उस दिन के लिए लड़ना जब आज से हज़ारों वर्षों बाद माएँ तुम्हारी कहानियाँ सुनाकर बेटों को बड़ा करेंगी, उस दिन के लिए लड़ना जब भारतवर्ष की किसी बेटी पर हाथ डालने से पहले दुराचारी तुम्हारा पौरुष याद करके थर्रा उठेगा, उस दिन के लिए लड़ना जब इतिहास में तुम्हारा नाम पढ़कर सम्मान से सर झुक जाएंगे। मेरे लिए मत लड़ना, मर्यादा के लिए लड़ना। लड़ोगे क्यों? बात नहीं हो रही इन डायलॉग्स की। इन डायलॉग्स में क्या है जो कमज़ोर है, क्या है जो
बहुत, मतलब देखिए, मैं आपकी बात समझ रहा हूँ
जी।
आप मुझे बताइए, क्या आपके खिलाफ जो एलिगेशन है कि आपने बहुत ओवर सिंप्लीफाई कर दिया डायलॉग्स को,
Yes.
और आपने, एम आई राइट?
Yes.
और कहा जा रहा है
जी।
और इसके दो पहलू हो सकते हैं मनोज जी। एक है कि ओवर सिंप्लीफाई हुआ है तो मतलब कि एक तरह से एक लॉबी है जो कहे कि हिंदू धर्म का अपमान हो गया है या हनुमान जी का अपमान हुआ है, और एक दूसरा पहलू हो सकता है कि ओवर सिंप्लीफाई या सिंप्लीफाई किया है ताकि मैक्सिमम ऑडियंस उसको समझे और उसके साथ रिलेट कर सके।
There you go.
Did you deliberately try to oversimplify it?
Completely. It is not an error. It is a very meticulous thought process that has gone into writing the dialogues for Bajrang Bali. And for all
You've made it simple deliberately.
We have made it simple because we have to understand one thing. If there are multiple characters in a film, they all cannot speak the same language. There has to be a kind of diversion, a kind of division.
जो डायलॉग है, तेल तेरे बाप का, आग भी तेरे बाप की और जलेगी भी तेरे बाप की। अब ये जो डायलॉग है जो हनुमान जी ने कहा है लंका दहन के सीक्वेंस में, तो लोग कह रहे हैं ये बहुत एक तरह से भड़कालू है और ओवर सिंप्लीफाइड है। क्या हनुमान जी ऐसी भाषा का कभी प्रयोग कर सकते हैं?
देखिए, हम सब रामायण को कैसे जानते हैं अर्नब? मैं रामायण कैसे जानता हूँ, और आप भी शायद ऐसे ही जानते हैं और ओम भी ऐसे ही जानते हैं। हमारे यहाँ कथा वाचन की भी परंपरा है। एक तो पढ़ने की परंपरा है और दूसरी वाचन परंपरा है। रामायण एक ऐसा ग्रंथ है जिसको बचपन से हम सुनते आ रहे हैं। अखंड रामायण होती है, पाठ होते हैं, कथावाचक होते हैं। मैं एक छोटे से गाँव से आया हूँ। हमारे यहाँ दादियाँ नानियाँ जब रामायण की कथा सुनाती थी तो ऐसे ही इसी भाषा में सुनाती थी। एक और बात मैं आपको बताऊँगा, ये जो डायलॉग जिसका आपने जिक्र किया, ये डायलॉग इस देश के संत, इस देश के बड़े बड़े कथावाचक ऐसे ही बोलते हैं जैसा मैंने लिखा है। आई एम नॉट द फर्स्ट वन टू राइट दिस डायलॉग, इट इज ऑलरेडी देयर।
No, did you think it should be more Sanskritized, more ठहरा हुआ?
संस्कृताइज तो हमने कभी करना नहीं चाहा।
Are you making Ramayana into an action film?
एक बात आप मुझे बताएं।
Are you making Ramayana into an action film?
Ramayana is an action film. There is a lot of action in it.
Sir,
Why not?
I'll take this question from Manoj, and if you may allow so. Sir, Ramayana is so large that it is impossible for anybody to understand. If they say that they understand Ramayana, they are fools or they are lying. One of the two. Number two, whatever Ramayana that we've seen before on television, something that I've grown up watching, is a much larger format. What is Adipurush? We are not calling it Ramayana. We are calling it Adipurush because it is one section within the Ramayana.
Yes.
It is the Yuddha Kand which we are trying to show. And again, I will say that it is only a small portion within the Yuddha Kand. And in Yuddha Kand, he is the Parakrami Ram. He is the Paramveer. It is the portion
That is the problem people have. With the depiction of Lord Ram, and this has been an ongoing debate about Hinduism as well. that Hinduism has been presented by many people, we've had these discussions, as a religion with softness, not a religion which is, which at all asks for anything, but it's all-encompassing, soft and understanding. That's the presentation of Hinduism. Now, the PIL, which has been filed against this movie,
I've heard.
This PIL says that you are showing Lord Ram as an angry man on a killing spree.
Sir,
and this is a creative liberty that you should not have taken. So you give me your version of that.
Sir, Suryavanshi hai, Yuddha Bhumi mein hai. He's in the war field. He's in the middle of a war. He's also a king. He's also, this is a story where he's in the Aranya, correct? So he is aggressive. He is in the war space.
एक बात आप मुझे और बताएं.
So he has to.
So you're saying what do you expect? And that is the reality. That is how it is in Ramayana as well.
Sir, it is yes.
But when you show it with all the graphics, with the GFX, with the
Sir, what is wrong? Sir, I'll tell you what, sir. When I saw as a child, when I saw Valmiki, when I saw Ramanand Sagar sir's Ramayana, it was phenomenal. It created a great impact on me. There was one arrow that would come from one arrow, multiple arrows, 10 would happen, from 10, 100 would happen.
Correct.
I had not seen anything like that. They used a technology for that time which was extremely modern. We had never seen anything like that on television then, what we saw with that Ramayana that came on television. What are we doing today, sir? That Ramayana made an impact on me as a child. Today we are making Adipurush to make an impact on the future, the youth of this country. This is what we are trying to do. They need to be consuming content.
But if people say this is your imagination or Manoj's imagination, it is not Ramayana as they knew.
Can I add something?
Please go ahead.
Before Om goes any further, ये एक rumor है कि भगवान श्री राम को कभी क्रोध नहीं आया था. अगर आप ये देखेंगे और वाल्मीकि रामायण स्टडी करेंगे और आप तुलसी रामायण भी स्टडी करेंगे, बिना न मानति जलधि जड़ गए 3 दिन बीत. आई एम कोटिंग. जब समुद्र के किनारे वो 3 दिन तक बैठ के प्रार्थना करते हैं और कहते हैं कि ठीक है, पत्थर से नहीं तो प्रार्थना से सही, लेकिन पुल तो बनेगा. हाथ जोड़ के 3 दिन तक बैठे रहे और 3 दिन तक उनको समुद्र ने रास्ता नहीं दिया. तो तुलसीदास लिखते हैं वहाँ, बाबा तुलसीदास, द ग्रेट तुलसीदास, हम सब उनको भगवान की कैटेगरी में रखते हैं, कि बिना न मानति जलधि जड़ गए 3 दिन बीत, बोले राम सकोप तब, कोट अनकोट सकोप तब, भय बिन होय न प्रीत. सकोप का मतलब क्या होता है? विद एंगर, असर्टिव, एग्रेसिव, गुस्से में, क्रोध में. तुलसीदास लिखते हैं कि राम क्रोध में थे जब उन्होंने समुद्र से रास्ता मांगा और समुद्र ने रास्ता नहीं दिया. तो क्रोध कभी भगवान श्री राम को आया नहीं. ये बात पूरी तरह से गलत है और ये एक ऐसा परसेप्शन है जो हमने अपने मन में बैठा लिया है. थोड़ा सा हम डिटेल में जाएंगे तो हम पाएंगे कि ऐसी सिचुएशंस, ऐसी परिस्थितियां भगवान श्री राम के जीवन में आई थी जहां उनको
तो आप पर माइक्रोस्कोप क्यों है? जबकि मुझे तो बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग लग रहा है ये जो सारी डिस्कशन हो रही है. अब हर तरीके से पैन किया गया है, कहा गया है कि एक्यूरेट नहीं है, कहा गया है कि मनोज मुंतशिर ने गलत कहा. उन्होंने कहा था कि 1% भी इस फिल्म का डिविएशन नहीं है रामायण से, ये गलत बात है. और सवाल ये भी किया जा रहा है कि रावण के कैरेक्टर को आपने कैसे डिपिक्ट किया है, विच आई थिंक इज प्लेड बाय साइफ, दैट ही इज बियर्डेड, ही स्पाइकी हेड, he's got coal in his eyes. ये depiction is not the reality, and I find it very interesting. Actually, I was thinking that throughout Bollywood has used Ravan as a character mockingly, as a caricature to get laughs.
Yeah.
There is Irfan Khan, the late Irfan, who had a depiction of Ravan in Rohit Shetty's comedy called Sunday.
Yes.
Yes, you remember that? And there was Akshay Kumar also in Tashan. Ravan appears. There is no accuracy there. There is absolutely no problem. There are Netflix series in which Hanuman is mockingly interchanged with monkey.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
People don't have a problem with that. But with this film, they've gone with a microscope. I have seen films where every time, Hindu rituals are performed by villains before a murder.
Yep.
Sir, yes. Sir, that is a serious
villains before committing murder are performing a Hindu ritual.
Yes.
उसमें लोगों को कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, मगर आपके फिल्म के साथ बहुत प्रॉब्लम है.
हवस का पुजारी गुनाहों का देवता, these are the slogans and Bollywoodish dialogues we are like
Correct.
grown up with.
Correct.
So
Throughout.
अगर एग्जैक्टली तो इस चीज़ पर कभी कोई आपत्ति नहीं हुई। मुझे एक बात समझनी है और मैं समझना चाहता हूँ, ये मैं किसी से कह नहीं रहा हूँ, लेकिन मैं समझना चाहता हूँ कि एक फिल्म जिसका नैरेटिव भगवान श्री राम की कथा पे है, मुझे कोई खड़ा होकर बोल दे इस 140 करोड़ के देश में कि हमने भगवान श्री राम की जो कहानी है उसको बिगाड़ दिया, जो कथा हमने पढ़ी है सुनी है वो हमने नहीं सुनाई, हमने हनुमान जी को कुछ और दिखा दिया, हमने श्री राम को कुछ और दिखा दिया। कथा तो वही है जो हम शुरू से सुनते आ रहे हैं, उसकी मूल भावना के साथ द बेसिक फीलिंग ऑफ द स्टोरी रिमेन्स एग्जैक्टली एंड 100% द सेम, नथिंग हैज़ बीन ऑल्टर्ड। इट्स जस्ट दैट जितनी बार भी वो कहानी कही जाती है, और ये मैं बताना चाहता हूँ, भाषा बदलती है। अगर वाल्मीकि जी ने रामायण लिख दी थी संस्कृत में, हमें कोई जरूरत नहीं थी कि तुलसी की रामायण लिखी जाती। और जब तुलसी रामायण लिखते हैं तो संस्कृत भाषा का चुनाव क्यों नहीं करते? ही कुड हैव चोजन संस्कृत एंड ही वाज अ ग्रेट संस्कृत स्कॉलर, लेट मी रिमाइंड यू, but he deliberately chose not to write in Sanskrit because Awadhi had a far deeper reach. So Baba Tulsi wrote in Awadhi for reach.
Are you translating this into many languages?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Is this motion picture going to be available in all languages?
So this film is
Many
available
languages.
in 70 countries today.
Yeah.
In how many languages?
So there are 5 languages out of India that it is dubbed in, and there are several languages, I don't know the exact number, across the world that it is going. So what is happening, sir, that there is this huge nara of Jai Shri Ram that is happening in the theaters for the first time, and some people are not liking
has this
it.
become a threat? You know, Jai Shri Ram, it's a war cry, it's a salutation, it is also a prayer.
It's also bhakti.
It's also bhakti. It has many, many emotions.
Connotations, yeah.
It is
Many
bhakti, sir.
connotations.
Yeah.
Connotations.
Yeah.
And has that become a threat? That what I have said on the hashtag today, you have to be proud to be a Hindu.
Yeah.
You have to be proud to be a Muslim, but you have to be proud to be a Hindu. You can't say, the same people who say you must be proud to be a Christian or a Parsi or a Muslim should not say that if somebody says I am proud to be Hindu, that person becomes communal, right? So has that become a threat? I mean, I feel what this film will do is that it will bring Hinduism in its deepest manifestation to a younger generation.
Yes.
In an appealing way, right? And so it can lead to a Hindu reawakening, films like this.
So we need to make
Is that a bad thing? Is that your attempt?
So the attempt is to tell the great history of our country onto celluloid and take it to the next generation. That is what the attempt is.
Yeah.
It is a pride. We are extremely proud of the fact that the great Prabhu Shri Ram comes from this land, and we want to tell that to the next generation, and it has to get translated. It has to go on for generations. Ram Leela has been happening for so many years, and hence we know it today.
And you know why Ram Leela happens and it's followed every year? Because somewhere it profoundly influences the civilizational sense of Indian morality. It is the foundational narrative of our civilization. And there are people who want to now remove Hinduism from Indian civilization in that pseudo-secular way.
And those are the people who
And
don't
those are the
want.
people who probably hate your film.
So, yes.
And I'll tell you something, I completely agree with you. You didn't say in these many words, but I will put it into words. Yes, there are people, there are parties, there are organizations,
Yes.
there are certain sect of people who are very, very intimidated and scared of Jai Shri Ram. The most pious, the most pure form of devotion, it scares some people. क्योंकि जो नैरेटिव वो बरसों से सेट करते रहे हैं, उसको झटका लगता है, वो टूटता है, वो कमज़ोर होता है। तो ये डरे हुए लोग बहुत सारे हैं जिन्होंने हमें डराने की कोशिश शुरू कर दी है, ये खुद डरे हुए हैं।
कैसे डराने की कोशिश की है?
आप देख रहे हैं जो सोशल मीडिया पे है, 2 अलग अलग कहानियां हैं। आप सोशल मीडिया देखें, एक अलग कहानी चल रही है। मैं थिएटर से अभी पीवीआर अंधेरी से, और आप जानते हैं अंधेरी पीवीआर कैसा माहौल है, पीपल हार्डली क्लैप, दे आर लाइक द वेरी सुअव काइंड ऑफ crowd, they just watch, they enjoy the movie, they'll go out. They are screaming, they are clapping, they are laughing, they are rolling in laughter on the floor.
Did you watch the film with them?
Yes, I just watched the film with them. I watched the film with the common people just like half an hour before coming to your studio. And this is all happening in theaters. So the story which is present in the theaters is different, and what has been happening on the social media, it is different. Where the truth lies, we have to figure out.
We'll see with the response. And by the way, one thing I'll add, it's not a plug, but everything in the film, all the graphics, let's put it on the big screen, let's put it full frame, everything is 100% Swadeshi.
100%.
Right? The graphics,
100%.
every presentation, special effects. This is not Hollywood.
So there are
Hollywood finished. It's completely.
there are 6 studios
Bharati.
out of India.
Yeah.
There are 6 studios out of India.
Yeah.
Mumbai, Chennai, Hyderabad is where this film is made, and I am very proud to say that every studio that has worked on this film is a 100% Indian studio.
Well, I mean, I'd say this, that I'll see the film, but you've done it on one theme, and I think it becomes the responsibility of people in cinema to do various themes, and let's have the retelling of the story of our civilization.
So
but
we
I can
need
see your
more films.
conviction. I can see your conviction coming through, and best of luck to you.
Thank you, sir. We need more films like
Yes,
this.
sir, we do.
We need more films, sir. We need more films of our Hindu or Indian culture, our civilization, our great Indian history to come onto celluloid. We need more films.
I'm sure it will. I'm
और
sure it will.
मुझे एक बात कहनी है कि अगर हमने अब भी सही माइंडसेट के साथ इस फिल्म को अपनाया नहीं, इसको प्रमोट नहीं किया, इसका साथ नहीं दिया, बहुत दुख से मैं कह रहा हूँ और फिल्में नहीं बनेंगी। और आपकी इच्छा बुरी है।
I will tell you that
we'll only make
11 and a half film reviews don't decide. Don't decide. People who follow Marvel superheroes have one particular mindset, but I feel there should be no reason why someone who goes to see a Marvel superhero film should not be watching Adipurush. So thank you for bringing the film. I look forward to seeing it. Thank you very much for sharing your thought process with me tonight. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, so we have a holiday job there, a weekend job. Let's see how this film is received. There's a bigger story in that. And I shall see you after the weekend. Good night and goodbye.